Bangkok is a juggernaut that is as beautiful as it is huge. Speaking of size, Bangkok covers an area of 605.7 square miles. Thailand's capital is not only much larger than the Maldives, Liechtenstein, Andorra, even Los Angeles, Madrid, Rome, Vienna, Berlin, Kiev, Delhi, and Mexico City cannot compete with the City of Angels. Most tourists are completely unaware of this fact. They have seen the fantastic sights in films, advertisements, and social media, and are then surprised that Bangkok does not have a beach, and how long it takes to check into the supposedly centrally located city hotel. And travelers who are thinking about Bangkok in advance of their trip are quickly faced with these three big puzzles. In which area should I look for accommodation? Are 3 days perhaps not enough to see everything? And how do I get from A to B? These questions are answered once and for all in this video. First, we dive into how to get from the airport to the city and how best to get around. Then we show where the most important sightseeing spots are, where Bangkok is the most beautiful, where the best food spots are, and where the nightlife is the most fun. There are also hotel tips to be close to the action. And at the end, we give you the best travel plan for a few days in Bangkok. International flights are now arriving at Bangkok's new satellite terminal. From there, an electronic driverless train takes passengers to the old main terminal. Then, it's not far to immigration. By the way, here you can easily shorten the waiting time from around 60 to just under 10 minutes. Link to the magical service in the video description. Then you go to the baggage carousel or straight out. Now be careful, don't get into a taxi. It's better to save money and only pay 1/10 of the price. How? The airport rail link starts on the lowest floor. The train ride into the city only costs 35 baht, or €1. Simply switch to English at the ticket machine, touch the Makasan station on the screen, put the money in, and you're done. You get a black chip that you need when getting in and out. And half an hour later, you're pretty much in the middle of the city. What you need to know about Bangkok's public transport: there are countless ways to get around. Let's start with the Chao Phraya River. More than 30 piers wait for passengers on the banks. There are 5 express boat lines to choose from. The trips are dirt cheap and offer a magnificent view. Next up is the Song Sayep Canal. Ferries run from the old town to the northeast of the city. There are almost 30 stations. The trips cost between 10 and 20 baht. Enough of the water. Into the underground. The subway in Bangkok is called MRT, and there are 4 lines: blue, purple, yellow, pink. 2 more, orange and brown, are scheduled to go into operation in 2025 and 2027. Then, the number of 107 stations will increase, just like the route length, which will increase from 84 to 140 miles. Cost per trip: between 17 and 43 baht. Tickets are available at vending machines and at the counter. Now it goes 12 meters above the ground. At this altitude, the sky trains travel through Bangkok on a 9-meter-wide viaduct above the street. There are 3 lines: the light green Sukhumvit line, the dark green Silom line, and the Gold line. The more than 60 stations are real concrete giants, 150 meters long. The distance between 2 of them is up to 1,000 meters. Each station has 3 levels: street, concourse, and platform. A one-way trip costs between 17 and 62 baht. To complete Bangkok's Metropolitan Rapid Transit Network, here are the missing state rail lines: the already mentioned Airport Rail Link, the dark red Thani Rataya line, the light red Nakhon Witi line, and the tracks for long-distance trains. But that's not all there is to Bangkok's traffic. There are also 103 bus routes, 12 of which run 24 hours a day. If you were to draw all the routes, you would have a new masterpiece by Jackson Pollock. The vehicles pass pretty much every hotel and attraction, and you can also take one to and from the airport. They are very cheap. About half of the red buses are free, the rest cost between 7 and 24 baht. Daily operating hours, 5 a.m. to 11 p.m. Last but not least, tuk-tuk, taxi, motorbike. Prices are subject to negotiation. To close the traffic chapter, here is a subjective ranking of the types of transport. You should avoid tuk-tuks and taxis as you automatically end up in a traffic jam, and there is a great risk that the driver will charge you too high a price. MRT and BTS are fantastic but very crowded at rush hour in the morning and evening. The ships are the most beautiful. But the number one is clearly the motorbike taxis. Always the fastest and most entertaining option. Unfortunately, they are also the most dangerous. There is almost never a helmet for the passenger. Chapter 2. Where is what? As mentioned, Bangkok has 50 districts. That rightly sounds like a lot, but most visitors only come into contact with 17 districts, and only 11 of them are essential. Let's start with the first district. It is the one with the most important sites, Phra Nakhon. Here are the Grand Palace, the Temple Wat Po, the Democracy Monument, the castle-like temple Loha Prasat, the Giant Swing, the National Museum and the Museum Siam, the Flower Market, the Old City Wall, 2 forts, the Amulet Market, 3 large bridges, and the world-famous Khao San Road. You can also take a boat to Wat Arun, the Temple of Dawn, or to the Royal Barges National Museum. The best way to reach this district is via MRT subway, riverboat, or canal ferry. So just travel from pier to pier or take a walk. Next up is the neighboring district of Pom Prap Satru Phai. Here you can climb the steps of the Golden Mountain up to the Temple of Wat Sakat, or watch a fight in Rajadamnern, the oldest Muay Thai stadium in the world, reachable via canal ferry. Now we go briefly to the north. In the royal district of Dusit, the Wat Ben Jamabo Feet Temple is a must-see, and Chatuchak district is home to the world's largest weekend market. The best way to reach Dusit is by riverboat or canal ferry. There are 2 subway stations at the market. Now it's Chinatown's turn. Street food heaven and endless photo opportunities. The heart of it is Yao Warat Road, with the market alleys and the Chinatown Gate. Worth seeing are the Dragon Temple Wat Mankon, the Temple Wat Tri Mit, the Kwan Yin Shrine and the Soheng Thai Mansion. There's also a lot of cool street art in the Talad Noi area. You can visit Chinatown via MRT, subway and riverboat. Let's look at the last 2 districts on the river, Bang Raek and Sa Thorn, home to the red light district of Patpong and Mahanakhon, the coolest skyscraper in Thailand. Here there is the ship-shaped temple Wat Yanawa and the colorful Sri Maha Mariamman for Hindus. Also the Wat Hua Lamphong Temple, the Assumption Cathedral, the mysterious Ghost Tower, and the beautiful SkyTrain stop, Chongnon Si. There are 4 more SkyTrain and 3 subway stations, and riverboats. You can take one to go to Icon Siam Mega Mall. Further north lie 2 more districts, Pathum Wan and Ratchathewi. Here are the Victory Monument, the large Bayoki Tower, the huge Lumpini Park, the old Hua Lamphong Central Station, some luxury shopping malls, the Art and Culture Center, the Jim Thompson House, the Erawan Shrine, and a Red Cross snake farm. There are 4 subway and 8 SkyTrain stations in the area. Last on our list are the business and party districts of Klong Toi and Watana. The Sukhumvit Road runs between them. What you can see here is, on the one hand, green, and on the other hand, not safe for work. Means 2 beautiful parks called Benjasiri and Benjakiti, the very rough Klong Toi market, and lots of adult entertainment. Soy Cowboy and Nana Plaza stand out here. 6 SkyTrain and 3 subway stations, the canal in the north, the river in the south. So what are the advantages and disadvantages of each district? Which area is best suited for whom? We start again at the river in the west. Phra Nakhon, Bangkok's old town. Advantages: located on the water, historical sites, tailored to the needs of tourists, very sunny because there are few high-rise buildings, cooler because it is on the river, quieter because there is no SkyTrain. Disadvantages: a lot of scams, a lot of tourists, a lot of Western food, nightlife only on Khao San Road. Good for first-timers, young families, couples and singles who want to mingle with Western tourists. Distance from the airport: 14 train stations, 90 minutes minimum. Next are the neighboring districts on the right. Pros: incredible food and photo opportunities in Chinatown, historical sites near Canal, more transportation options. Disadvantages: lots of people, especially in Chinatown. Very few good hotels, good for foodies and photographers, but it is more of a destination than a place to live. Distance from the airport: 13 train stations, 90 minutes minimum. What about Pathum Wan and Bangkok? Advantages: very easy to reach, many great hotels, rooftop bars, sports facilities, plus good food and naughty nightlife. Disadvantages: a lot of traffic, very hectic, very loud. Good for people who like good locations, sports and nightlife. Rather less for families. Distance from the airport: 12 train stations, 60 minutes minimum. And now, Vatana and Klong Toy. Advantages: super accessible, closer to the airport, bus terminal for island trips, 2 parks, 2 adult entertainment areas. Disadvantages: a lot of concrete, traffic and noise, few sites. Good for single men and people who want to travel around the country from here. Distance from the airport: 8 train stations, 50 minutes minimum. The remaining districts are just excursion destinations. In summary, first-timers and families here, couples here, foodies and photographers here, single men and adventurers there. Chapter 4: Where to Eat. First on the list is the wonderful seafood restaurant Ka Loang near Tiwes Pier. Then, the noodle soup at Nai Soya Beef near Pra Atit Pier. Hero Mu Plara, grilled pork and beef, Netflix famous, Khao San Road and Democracy Monument around the corner. Dining with a view of Watarun, Amorosa, Rongro, Supaniga, Chomarun, Horsamut, Piers, Tatian and Rajini. Next up, Chinatown and the district above. Start with the duck and pork professionals from Jib Key near the Nang Long Market, then Big Sister Jay Hong and her stir-fried chicken noodles. Must try the oyster omelette at Nai Mong Hoi Todd and the sugary Thai desserts at Sweet Time. Legendary TK Seafood with the best view of the Yawarat Road. Everything can be reached by riverboat, subway or canal boat. On to the next 2 districts. Here you'll find food, Paradise Ban Tad Thong, officially the coolest street in Thailand. The most beautiful street food chef in Asia, Pui Roti Lady, works in the area. Then, here is a great food court in Silam Soi 10. And a little seafood gem called Lek. The access options are almost endless. And now, to the Sukhumvit area. There's Ja'ari Seafood here, very close to Nana Plaza, or Bangkok's best noodle soup with pork at Rung Rueang, the wonderful street food court at Soi 38, and the crab omelette from Nong Rim Klong. Everything is easy to reach. Google Maps links to these and many more restaurants in the video description. When night falls in Bangkok, madness reigns. Here are the party hotspots. In the Old Town, backpackers celebrate with young Thai people on Khao San Road. In Silom, Maggie Choo's is considered #1. In Sukhumvit Soi 11, you can find rooftop bars and clubs. RCA in the northwest is the local entertainment district with clubs like Onyx, Route 66 and Space Club. The trendy areas of Tong Lor and Ekamai have 2 of the best nightlife options, Sway and Muin. Nearby is the visually impressive Sing Sing Theatre. Further south in Klong Toy is one of the most popular clubs with Baccarat. And don't forget, there are also 3 adult entertainment areas. First, Patpong near Lumpini Park. Recommendation: Bada Bing. Then, Soy Cowboy near ASOC intersection. Recommendation: Crazy House. Last but not least, Nana Plaza, a multi-story U-shaped complex with security checkpoints. Recommendations, Spankies and Billboard. Chapter 6. Where to stay. As promised, here are 5 magical budget hotels with pools. First one, Ville de Pranicorn. Perfectly located in the middle between Old Town and Chinatown, close to a subway station, canal and river. Next, Bandara Suites at Lumpini Park. Then at Nana's, the stylish Hotel Miami, between Benjikiti Park and Soy Cowboy, Park Plaza, near Tong Lo, La Petite Salil. Links in the video description. Chapter 7. The perfect Bangkok itinerary. Day 1. Let's say you arrive late in the afternoon at the Old Town Hotel that was recommended in the previous chapter. Then it's too late for sightseeing. So off to the ship, up to Tiwes Pier, seafood at Kalawang. Then a tuk-tuk to Pra Atit Pier. From there, you can enjoy the Rambutri walking street down to Khao San Road. Late snack, Hero Mu Plara. A quick look at the Democracy Monument, then past Giant Swing, off to bed. Day 2. Get up early, quickly go to the flower market. Then, Wat Po, Wat Arun, Palace, Amulet Market, National Museum. This can be done between 8 a.m. and 1 p.m. lunch at Nai Soy Beef, shipped to the Royal Barges Museum, and then back to the flower market, off to the hotel pool. At 5 p.m. go to Loha Prasat and Wat Saket to watch a sunset. Then to the Muay Thai Stadium. Before the fight, eat grilled chicken at Likit Gai Yang. After the fight, go to the Khao San Road or straight to bed. Day 3. Subway to Silom, walk in Lumpini Park, then SkyTrain to Chong Nonsi, up to the Mahanakon skyscraper. SkyTrain to Sapan Taksin. There to the ship temple, Wat Yanawa, then ferry to the Mega Mall Icon Siam. In the basement, there is a street food market on the upper floors. There are gastro terraces with a breathtaking view of Bangkok's skyline. Ferry back to Satan Pier, from there boat to the flower market, hotel pool. At 5 p.m. subway to Hua Lamphong Station. Be there at 6 p.m. when the national anthem plays and everyone freezes. From there, stroll through Chinatown. Eat at the restaurant recommendations mentioned. Around 9 p.m., take the subway to Sukhumvit. Take a look at Soy Cowboy there. Then, take the SkyTrain to Nana and have a blast. Chapter 8. Anyone who has watched the video up to this point now knows dozens of things that some people who have been on holiday in Thailand don't know even after decades. But what hasn't been revealed yet? Where are the best photo spots in Bangkok? Good news. There's a video on this channel that answers exactly this question. Watch it.